don't All right, so with the low back, where your client is standing, and they will be standing for the first part, is important. You want them to be standing close to the table. We'll see why in a moment. Now with the low back, there's a limited number of motions. There's flexion, extension, lateral flexion, rotation to either side. So we're going to start with flexion. Now remember, when we're working on low back, the idea is there's a low back problem. There's pain, there's an instability, something like that. So we have to keep that in mind. But they have low back pain, so we want to take it easy. Now out of all of the assessments we do, this is the only assessment we ever do while standing. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands just here on the front of your legs like that, okay? And in a moment, not yet, I'll ask you to very slowly lower down until your hands touch your knees. Now what's important is as you go, if you feel any pain or discomfort, you stop immediately, okay? All right, so nice and easy, lower down until your hands touch your knees. That's good, and you can come back up. So you'll note this was a bit different than before, is I really made sure, and it's not just with Tara, it's with literally everybody that I do this with. It's not now. When I tell you, I want you to go down, they start going, hold on, not quite yet, because I really want to emphasize, if at any point there's any pain, you back up. Get out of there. There's no point in pushing it through, because sometimes it's too late. They, yeah, sure, no problem, and then they get stuck. So we really tell them. Now the next thing is, the reason I go only to the knees, is for the most part, lumbar flexion takes us to the knees. Beyond that, we get into flexion of the hip. Now, certainly there's flexion of the hip before that, but anything beyond the knees, we don't need. We've already got a good idea what's going on with the back. So it's flexion. Extension is why we need this table. So in a moment, what I'm going to get you to do is just take your hands beside you here, and you're not going to put your hands on your hips. I want them relaxed. So you'll just lean back nice and easy, and I don't want you to experience any pain. If you feel like you're going to fall, come forward. But also, my hand is behind you here, and there's a table right there, okay? So lean back nice and easy. All right, that's good. And you come forward. Now, she could have gone further, right? We saw that she was continuing to go, but I had all I needed at that point. I know there was no pain going into a little bit of extension. Now, my hand behind her is not going to do anything. In fact, if she does fall, I'm not even going to try and catch her. It'll hurt my shoulder. But it's a little bit of mental reassurance, right? It's like, yeah, I'm here. But really, the table is going to do everything for us, right? If she starts to fall back, she's immediately going to sit and then roll back. That hand is just like, I can't. Right? Cool, making sense? Yeah. Easy enough? Now we're going to do lateral flexion. So what I want you to do is standing nice and straight. I want you to just reach down to your side and see if you can touch the side of your knee with your hand, okay? Yeah. Excellent, and go back up. Great. Now here's what we're looking for in this case, is as they go down, I say just reach to the side, and what you'll find a lot of people do with low back pain is they'll do this. They'll rotate, right? They'll turn into it instead of laterally flex into it. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure they're going straight down to the side. Okay, and you'll go one side to the other. All right, the last one we're going to do is rotation. Now, could you take a seat for me? All the way, I want your knees right up against the table, so sit back more. Good. Little more. Right there. Good, good. Now, the reason I'm getting her to sit back like this is in this position, her knees are going to stabilize her pelvis. Okay? So what I'll get you to do is just give yourself a nice loose hug and turn to the side as far as you can go. Just turn. Good. And go the other way. Turn as far as you can go. Wonderful. There you go. Turn back and relax.
Turn shoulder or turn the neck?
Turning the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah. So if your head turns, it doesn't matter to me. I'm paying attention to your hips. So what you'll notice, just out of the sake of observation, can you do that again for me? Then turn towards me. Turn towards me. Okay, you can stop. Turn away from me. Turn this way around. There's more rotation to the right than there is to the left. It doesn't really matter, but it's simply making a mental note in which way you have more rotation. And then what we do the treatment. After the treatment, we do the same thing. Do all these motions. They have an increased range of motion, or if they had pain, has the pain reduced on any of these motions? Simple? Mm-hmm. Cool. Give it a try.